Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance in the side of the building.
Try not to start any trouble.
Keep that weapon holstered, sir. We've had enough action for one night.
So the name of the gas station is something that I came up with while we're designing the textures. The name Oran is actually one of the provinces of Nigeria, which is a country that is totally being decimated by Exxon with all the oil exploitation, and they're making sure that it's a puppet government that's in place, that's the education, the population kind of got educated and stuff like that to make sure that they'll never really rebel against the exploitation that the U.S. and Exxon is doing there. But anyway, I suggest that you go research this. It's really interesting, and here's just a little snippet of information that we decided to, let's take some of what's going on there and somehow put it in the game.
You serious? You gonna
Yo, why you getting so close to me, son? Haven't you ever heard of personal space? Jeez.
You serious?
You better not go there, man. Unless you want to get hurt.
Are you listening in on our convo or something? Get lost!
Yo, any...
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips. Always a pleasure.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those Ugg lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at?
Yeah, so I don't know why, but I really like this character, this side quest character. He always felt really credible to me, the way he speaks and everything, and all the things he's talking about makes the conspiracy feel even bigger than what you're actually playing in the main story. Like, it's kind of hinting at the shadow government and stuff like that, and I think it makes it much deeper than...
And I think a lot of credit for that goes to not just the guys who wrote the dialogue, but the actor. We mentioned him earlier. And the casting of the side quest characters was an interesting part of what we were doing, right, Steve?
Yeah, it was great. We had and we'll even throw some, since we're giving credit out, we'll throw some to our voice director, Simon Peacock, who did a great job. And he often would recommend some of these characters to us when we would give him the character design, and he'd be like, oh, I know this one guy would probably nail it. And more often than not, he was right on. But I agree with what you're saying, Jeff. Like, he's one of my favorite characters, because when I saw the visual of what the character looked like, because it was one of those guys that we casted without knowing what he would look like, the voice, it was one of those rare occasions where the voice and the visual matched perfectly. And when you played it, I think that's part of the reason why it feels so credible, is that the voice looks like it would come from that character.
We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
That's all I need for now.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some
cyber paws and cyber fangs and shit. You know, throw them in the ring. But don't be listening in to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word.
This city is one big gutter and always will.
That legislation thing. Detroit is gonna be one giant red line.
That's what I've been saying. David Sheriff ain't saved this city. He split it into the haves and have-nots.
Yeah, damn right. I've been limping for 10 years. Don't I got the right to get mad?
Hey, Jensen. Long time no see. You're not here to see Wayne Haas, are you? He's a desk sergeant on duty right now.